iilluminaughtii, also known as Blair, is a creator that uploads commentary-style videos onto her channel, similar to what I do on this channel. She began her channel back in 2013, with content that involved into these documentary videos. But we are not here to talk about her content specifically. Recently, iilluminaughtii has found herself into some drama that involved her arguing with legal professionals on Twitter, that led to a very petty argument that she started. This situation opened a can of worms against her, since people have come out and been exposing her for her past, for being a very nasty individual behind the scenes. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you iilluminaughtii.
Hey everyone. So I'm sure as all of you know, many things have been said about me in the past week and a half-ish.
The stories have been spectacular.
Here's a former staff member of hers getting paid to sift through raw audio recordings of me looking for dirt.
Was burning me out pretty quickly, and I was thinking about leaving the group.
The excuse she made for deleting the videos that she did have access to that weren't hers, she claimed that they were hers, that the assets were hers.
She has been spinning this twisted narrative of what actually happened for a very long time.
You guys know what you're here for, and I'm just gonna jump into it the way I know how to.
iilluminaughtii back in 2019 was a part of the Tommy C show, Shots from the Point. iilluminaughtii was a part of the Anchorman parody Tommy was planning to do for his streams. The streams iilluminaughtii was included in were this kind of character she was playing into. This was all for entertainment purposes. Once iilluminaughtii's channel started to pick up steam, she felt different with the videos she was a part of, so she had asked Tommy if he could please delete the videos that she was included in. Tommy did explain to her that these videos did mean a lot to him.
She actually asked me politely to delete them.
And I'm assuming you declined. I'm assuming you declined it.
Well, no, it wasn't like that. It was like, you know, I don't know. It's when her channel started taking off. I was like, oh man, they mean a lot to me, you know. And it's like, yeah, but I'm just worried that you know, it'll be used against me. It's an act. It's a character. And then I made her feel comfortable about it. And then I want to say months went by after that. You know, there was no issues. And
alright, so it was cool, sort of random.
The incident, the incident happened, and she took it upon herself.
She had basically deleted all the videos on Tommy's second channel. Since she still had access to the channel, she decided to take matters into her own hands and delete all the videos that she was involved in. I'm going to show you guys a clip for context from Tommy's stream. Then I will let the man explain himself.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Better watch your back, keep your people in control. Better YouTuber. Yeah, fuck you, I'll do what I want. Rico.
Okay, that was unexpected. Yeah, that was very unexpected.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Listen, no man, you want to start a war? Let's go, big boy. Well, keep your mouth shut. Alright.
The fuck said that?
Start a war.
Don't talk too soon.
Don't talk too mouth shut. Don't call anybody fat, Vol.
I won't call anybody fat. Don't worry.
There you happy? You happy? I'll keep my people in check.
Generally, I'm a bit confused still. Like, why would she care about that clip?
Because this is because okay, Rico was her mod.
So she saw it as being betrayed.
She yells at me from one of my guys making fun of Rico, and I just made fun of Rico.
Right.
That's why she's mad about it.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense.
No, it doesn't. It's just really petty. Yeah. After this situation went down on stream, Blair decided to message Tommy stating that they are clearly going in two different directions, and that she wishes him the best. This just kind of shows how sensitive she really is over people making simple jokes. On April 20th this year, iilluminaughtii decided to make a call-out post on a YouTuber called LegalEagle, where she accuses him of copying his editing style, and are basically just plagiarizing her channel. The problem with this take is that it's just simply dumb and makes no sense. Her reasoning to believe this was because one of the editors from the LegalEagle channel emailed one of her editors and asked them about a specific effect they used on After Effects. Then she made this tweet, and to be honest, I would have believed any of this was trying to replicate my videos, if not for the email and Discord stuff that was done preemptive to their video coming out. Like, talk about, can I copy your homework? Yeah, but just make it a little different, shaking my head. As you can imagine, her tweet was not met with much support. LegalEagle decided to respond to Blair saying this: "Hey iilluminaughtii, I think this is a big misunderstanding. Perhaps great minds think alike. like. No one on my team is trying to copy you. I believe we used those two styles before your channel. We've used them for 3 to 4 years. Plus the two styles are extremely common on YouTube. The editor you're talking about didn't even design either of those two elements. Again, we've used them 3 to 4 years at this point. Danny is a great and thorough editor. When he reached out via email, he was just hoping to find out what plugin your team used on a particular video. He was not looking to copy anyone's style. Danny is also a freelancer who makes his own videos. In the Discord, the video he referenced was about being inspired by your subject matter, not your style. The video he was referencing was a video of his own, not a LegalEagle video. Here's the end of the Discord chat that Danny provided to me. He was trying to edit a video of his own. He was just looking for some technical help, and then thanked everyone anyway. YouTube is great because it's collaborative, and the rising tide raises all ships. My team and I always try to provide original, high quality, informative content. We try to help others when they ask for it. There aren't really any trade secrets around here. I didn't know that Danny reached out to you, but don't fault him for doing so. If anything, I think everyone on this platform should be more open and sharing. Anyway, if you feel differently or want to hash it out, my DMs are open. The Click is another creator with over 1 million subscribers, and he came out with a Twitter post stating a lot of things Blair would get up to behind the scenes. I have seen the recent drama regarding iilluminaughtii, and I would like to clarify I am not affiliated with her and haven't been for over 2 years. I left her and her collaboration group Sad Milk due to similar behaviour I have seen in recent events, lashing out at friends and fans, paranoia, and generally poor anger management. Eventually, I believe pretty much the whole group left her. The last meeting I ever had with her, she spent half an hour, I think, hard to know, screaming at me for a bunch of random things, calling me a bad friend, lazy, and a bunch of random accusations that didn't really have anything to do with me. No one even raised their voice back at her. I left along with several other members, half the group at the time. She spent the next few months spreading lies and half-truths about us on the Sad Milk Reddit page and vague posts on Twitter. I still have the screenshots. And the Click basically goes on to explain a bunch of stuff that apparently iilluminaughtii has done behind the scenes to him and some other people. Bear in mind, there is no proof for any of these accusations in this post, but judging with how she was behind the scenes before this post was even made, to me it seemed very likely to all be true. Another user that goes by the name Wonderstruck made a Twitter post replying to the Clicks accusing her of many of the same things. He also shows a photo of iilluminaughtie's bedroom because he was staying in the same house as her. And oh my god, it's just like a pig state in there, like Jesus. I'm almost convinced this is every Redditor's bedroom. I also think it is worth mentioning what Sad Milk actually is. Sad Milk was a group channel that had iilluminaughtii, O2 Media, Damien Lee, Wonderstruck Guy, and the Click all in one channel. Eventually the Click would leave this channel, and this had some drama on its own, with the comments being on the channel praising him for being gone and how it was a good thing. Trust me, we'll get onto that later. OZ Media is someone that was quite close with Blair, and addressed his side at the end of Sad Milk with these tweets. If you wish to read these tweets, please pause the screen. I think it's time that I actually speak out against the current Twitter threads regarding Sad Milk in 2020 to 2021. I cannot express how scared I am to do this, the fear I have in my gut to even speak out. However, I do feel it's important to say my piece about the subject matter. Yeah, it's a mess, but the tweet threads posted by Wonder and Click and what they stated about Sad Milk is the truth. I will be adding those threads below. Blair, I am sorry, but you have hurt me. I need to speak without being told by you, oh, I'm just the villain, I'm always in the wrong, or something along those lines. I need to clear my mind and conscience after holding this in for 2 years. Forgive me, but it's what needs to be done. When looking at the whole project, it was mostly controlled and run by Blair. Her main worry was that because of her, in her words, lack of personality, this led to a defensive approach when anyone would attempt to assist with the nitty-gritty behind the scenes, despite her claim that no one wanted to help her. Blair was indeed an aggressor. She always has been. As an example of this behaviour, look at the LegalEagle situation. Blair has the habit of starting fights, but will almost never publicly apologise. If proven wrong, she will instead hide behind a private apology, probably, and from my perspective, act as though this makes everything better. After all, she would express to me that admitting error would only make her look stupid and weak. This will be followed by her blocking people on Twitter, silencing her detractors through YouTube channel bans, deleting comments and putting her accounts on the down low to prevent interaction. For example, on Sad Milk, she will blacklist former collaborators from being mentioned, but manually approve hateful comments towards them, which in my opinion were specifically ones that instead praised her or the remaining members, including me. He addressed what I said earlier and stated how Blair would filter bad comments about the creator The Click. After all this came to light on Twitter, iilluminaughtii decided to make a video response to all of these things said about her. I'm not really going to bother going through her video, but all her problems she had with the other creators, especially The Click, I will talk about in a second, because everything this woman says is just a complete fucking lie. She also decided to cry at the end of her video.
There for Casper's various hospitalizations when he would get sick throughout the years, and you helped me through a very difficult surgery recovery. I just want to say thank you for always being my support.
This is a grown woman, by the way. Having a look at the Click's video, I'm going to do my best to summarise and show each point Illuminaughtii had made against the Click. Blair's first point against the Click was that an actual joined his Discord server. It had thousands of people in it and quite a young audience. Blair was basically saying that Click and his mods did nothing to sort this out. She conveniently leaves out though the part where it happened in 2 in the morning for the Click, so he was sleeping. The Click was able to show the time of him being banned, which meant he was able to prove the time of when it happened for him. The dude was asleep and the guy was banned very quickly, so Illuminaughtii was lying. DMs were also leaked of her spreading this misinformation. I think it is also worth mentioning that a while back the Click's channel was forcibly taken down by YouTube. This led many creators trying to help him fix this messy situation. One of these people being Illuminaughtii at the time, and in her recent video she says that she regrets helping him and that she regrets their friendship. She also tried to take all the glory for the channel being resolved because she had messaged YouTube about it, but it turns out that it was actually the Click's YouTube network that actually brought the channel back. The reason why Illuminaughtii regrets helping the Click get his channel back is because of the Discord situation I just mentioned, which I already showed you is a nothing burger. A predator joined his server and he was banned. There's no issue here. So she would rather an entire livelihood of someone else be taken away over a lie that she did. On the 1st of November 2020, the Sad Milk YouTube channel posted on Twitter that the Click and OT will not be staying on the channel and will be parting ways. Now 3 hours after this post, Blair made a tweet stating that is essentially bad. Obviously, myself and many others stand by this tweet, like there's nothing wrong with this tweet on its own, but she got the Sad Milk Twitter to retweet it and it was only 3 hours after stating that the Click left. This obviously left many people speculating to why he had left. Bear in mind, this tweet she said, if someone you know, kinda shows me that she was trying to imply that the Click had done something horrific. An old screenshot of the channel would show a community post, which all the comments on that post were negative towards the Click, and magically after a few hours of the comments being there, they have been gone and basically ratioed. In other words, she was hiding all the good comments about the Click and letting the negative ones through. A fan of the channel left a comment saying how they were worried big drama was coming from this. Illuminaughtii replied saying, well, at least I never said the N-word. I don't really know what she was trying to imply there with that. Okay. Blair had gone into a rampage to find anything she could to expose the Click for anything. There are many leaked DMs of her just simply grasping at straws, but one that seems to make me laugh the most is where she got a video of the Click from 10 years ago of him saying the R word. Oh god, be kind of people saying that. The dedication this woman had is absolutely insane. She also said how it doesn't matter that it was 10 years ago, and that this word was never okay to say. Here's a DM of Illuminaughtii saying that word herself. Like it isn't anything bad, it just shows that she is a malicious hypocrite. Blair also decided to pay someone $200 to see if they could find any dirt against the Click. I mean, just saying that out loud is just so funny. Blair had a conversation with one of her old admins and was typing out a draft about Sad Milk that she decided to share with this person, which exposed that Blair had an alt account on Twitter and read it and they went by the name Doobie-Schmertz. This post was painting the Click in a bad light and making him out to be a nasty individual. And this is her replying to her own announcement on the fake account that she made. Here is the same account on Twitter, Doobie-Schmertz, which apparently was harassing the Click and some people that he knew personally. She tagged herself, the Click, and it just kept going and going. She argued with fans, she tagged Death Noodles, she tagged Amanda the Jedi, someone that the Click had on their podcast. She tried her very best to show a clip of him saying a bad word, which I already showed you earlier, she did herself. Now if you think there is a small chance that she doesn't own the account, here she is admitting to OZ Media. With her video addressing the drama, it absolutely got dislike bombed, since no one is believing or caring what she has to say. Wonderstruck decided to make his own video going through his side on the Illuminaughtii situation. This goes back to Sad Milk being active in 2020. This video is an hour and 20 minutes long, and I highly recommend you watch this video for even more context of Blair. He gets OZ Media in the video to talk about the messy pics of Blair's room, and how the entire house would end up being a mess.
This is tricky to talk about, just because like that was like the condition of living with Blair. Like that's always how it has been. No matter how many times cleaning was attempted, it always ended up becoming that level of mess. There was no cleaning in that house. It was always a disaster. No matter how many times attempts were made, it would take less than a week or two for things to re-messify. I even remember on my 22nd birthday, I had asked like, hey, can we please get like the kitchen and living room cleaned up so we actually have like a space to exist? And that was like my birthday present for that year, was cleaning the kitchen and the living room. Just because the house was always a mess. Yeah, some of it was mine as well, but the thing was there was never a home for, like, right now the house is actually, house is pretty clean right now. I can show pictures of that, but there was no clean. It was always like that. It wasn't just one room, it was every room. And I remember when I was messaging you, there was just a level of frustration because it felt like no matter how often I would actually clean and do stuff, it just always like remessified. There was no cleaning. It just felt useless, and she would never help with cleaning. It was always me. I was always the one breaking down all 800 of her Amazon boxes. I was always the one doing anything cleaning wise. It just felt like I was there to clean up her mess.
He also gets OZ to talk about Blair when she cried about him in her video. This was OZ Media basically saying, from knowing her personally, this just sounds like it's a put on cry, and that it isn't real emotion. If this situation has taught me anything about Blair, is that she is a spiteful person that will shut any of her friends down and basically try to ruin them. I hope she can change for the better in the future. If you guys have enjoyed this video, a super thanks is appreciated but not expected. Check out my podcast and my second channel, and my Twitter is also here. I've been WackyTV, and until next time, Blair is fat!